You finally land your dream UGC deal, and then your brand hits you with, "Can you send over the script to us?" And you are wondering, what is a UGC script? How to write a UGC script? And most importantly, you're wondering, do you even know how to write a good UGC script? And you're doubting yourself. And if this is you, keep watching. Hi, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Alicia. I'm a UGC coach and the founder of UGC Creator Blueprint, but we'll chat more about that later in the video. In this video, we are going to mainly focus on how to write a killer UGC script, okay, that will make the brands go say yes. Absolutely, we made the right choice in picking you. All right. I promise you that after watching this video, you will know exactly how to write a script and you will have your very own framework to follow that will help you nail your UGC script every single time. And also, after watching this video, you will get some homework so that this video doesn't become just another video you watch and forget. Alright, in this video, I'm going to first talk about what exactly is a UGC script. In the second part, I'm going to talk about what makes it different from any other kind of scripts, And in the third part, I'm going to share my very own 5-step formula to writing the perfect UGC script. And then I'm going to elaborate on each of the 5 parts. After that, I'm going to share some examples with you so that you can understand the topic better. And obviously, I will end this video with a homework so that you can go ahead and practice it yourself. Now let's get started. First part, we are going to talk about what is a UGC script, aka why you cannot just go about selling a product like, "Here is my product, please buy it," because it makes no sense, right? If someone approaches you and tells you, "Okay, I created a product and it has these features, will you buy it?" Obviously you will say no. It is just a natural response that we all have being sold to. No one likes to be sold at directly on the face. But if you make it into a creative ad and you actually connect with your audience and you actually understand their pain point and then you share some valuable solution, of course they would want to buy it from you, right? So for example, Maggie has been always known as the 2-minute noodle, right? Maggie sells to those people who do not want to cook or do not have the time to cook, do not know how to cook. Maggie offers a very easy solution that if you don't have time to cook, 2 minutes is all it will take our noodles to cook. They have marketed their products so much that when you think about anything that cooks fast in our Indian market, it's always Maggie, right? We always think about it. Similarly goes Complan. I mean, sure, there are a lot of kids' health drinks in the market, but Complan just takes up the whole market because they were simply targeting an audience with one problem. If your child is not growing tall, or if you as a child feel like you're not growing tall, the solution is Complan. Okay, now we'll not talk about whether it's the healthiest drink, the most beneficial drink, and all of that in this video because I'm not a health channel. But I'm going to just pinpoint about the marketing of the product and how they manage to sell a drink as something that can make you grow tall. All right, so that's how you sell a product and that's how you become a market leader as well. Similarly, for my UGC course, I created it because I did not have a UGC course. Like, as an Indian, I could not find a UGC course that was catering solely to Indians, that was talking about the problems that Indians are facing in the UGC market, or someone who understands the UGC market in India, because there are a lot of international creators who have very nice UGC courses, but they did not appeal to me or they did not understand my exact problem because they're not from my country, right? And that is what is my main pain point in my course, and that is exactly why I made that. And so it sells only to Indians. I mean, anyone else can buy it, but it is specifically made for Indians and it will cater to an Indian like perfectly. So this is why you need a UGC script. A UGC script solves your issue of not approaching your audience directly. All right, now we're moving on to the juicy part of the video where I'm going to share my 5-step UGC script writing formula. All right, now the 5 components of a good UGC script are hook, your problem, your product, your benefit, and your CTA. Alright, so these are the 5 parts of a well written UGC script, and of course, I'm going to explain all of it to you. Now, let's start off with hook. What is a hook? A hook is basically what it is exactly, a hook. So, a hook's job, like it is to catch a fish, is similarly to grab the attention of your audience. So your audience might be scrolling away, and you have to catch your audience's attention and retain it. Okay, now those first 3 seconds of a video is very essential, because that is when your audience is deciding, okay, should I keep watching this video or should I skip it? And if you were to make a sale using your UGC video, like if you are offering your services to a brand and a brand wants to sell something, of course your video needs to retain their audience so that they keep watching, and the best way to retain your audience is to tackle the problem right away. Okay, so like when I started this video, I said that if you do not know how to write a UGC script, then this video is for you. And so if you are my particular audience, you will be staying over here. I do not want every audience in the world. I want only those people who are struggling to write a UGC script, and that's the only audience I want. Now if you're creating an advertisement for, suppose, black rice, because I made a black rice pudding with mango, all right, so my aim was to sell to people who prefer having black rice over white rice. Okay, you can make a kheer easily with white rice, but that is not who my audience is. My audience was someone who would rather buy black rice because of its healthier benefits and superior features that it has, right? And so the best way to appeal to my audience was to say that, do you think you can have healthy desserts? And then I go on to show that you can actually make healthy desserts with nutritional benefits using black rice. Another way to hook your audience is through something funny or something shocking. Okay, so maybe the Fevicol ads where something ridiculous is happening and you don't know what is going on. So you are going to stay and watch the rest of it, right? Similarly, there are some ads which tackle social issues, so something very relatable, and you're like, oh, this is happening in my house also. I want to watch what happens next. And then they do something else and then they market the product, right? So, these are the different kinds of hooks that you can use to entice your audience to keep watching the video, and you then offer them a solution. So, hooks are very, very important, because without this, you do not have any audience who will continue watching the video and end up buying your product. Alright, so now that you get the concept of hook, I'm going to start talking about it with an example. So I'm going to explain the whole script writing process using an example, and my example is going to be something which we all use, which is face wash. Suppose we have decided to collaborate with a brand to sell their face wash. All right, they want more people buying their face wash. Now the thing that their face wash is most competent in is to moisturize. Okay, it has hyaluronic acid. It will give you that moisturizing effect. It is basically a solution to all those face washes that leave your face dry and non-moisturized after washing your face, right? We all know that feeling. So let's start with a hook. So you can start your hook by saying, do you also suffer from dry skin after washing your face? This is so relatable, and this one easily comes under the relatable hook category. In the next part, we are going to talk about problems. So basically, in our example that we are using for face wash, we're going to talk about how the problem is our dry skin after we use a face wash, and how it's just an annoying feeling, right? You don't like a dry face. And so we are going to tackle that part and make it relatable to our audience, which will naturally lead us to the next part, which is us giving a solution, or us finally introducing our product which we are making the video for. Alright, so the next part is going to talk about the product, and our product is our face wash, right? And we are not going to say that here's the product, use it. We are actually going to introduce the product, show some beautiful shots, show the texture and all of that. And next part, we are going to talk about the benefits of the product. Notice I'm saying benefits, I'm not saying features, right? Because a features is something that the product has. The benefits is why the viewer or the audience should have them, all right? So for example, if I tell you, yes, my UGC course is action packed and valuable, it still doesn't give you enough data or the interest to buy it, right? But if I tell you that this UGC course is made for Indian beginner UGC creators who are willing to work hard to get a paid brand deal instead of barter deals, it immediately resonates with you, and you're like, yes, I would love to get some paid brand deals instead of settling for barter deals. And then my course starts making sense to you. Now that you get the concept, similarly, let's tie it back into our example for the face wash video. So basically, if I just say this face wash has hyaluronic acid, it doesn't really make much sense to you. But if I tell you that this face wash is perfect for you if you're suffering from this problem, because it will leave your skin moisturized, and then say that it will leave your skin moisturized because it has hyaluronic acid that tends to leave a moisturizing effect on your skin. Now that's when you realize that, yeah, this face wash is helpful for me. All right, so benefits is basically what makes your product useful for the viewers. So benefits is what makes the product useful for your audience specifically. Okay. The next thing that we're going to talk about is the CTA, which is the call to action, which should be in the end of every video. Now, for example, there are different ways of incorporating your CTA. This is like a skeleton framework that you can use. Okay. So usually it depends on the brands for UGC creators. So some brands will want that you share a link to description or link in bio or comment for link. Now there are different kinds of CTA. Basically it makes the viewers take action. All right, now you can't just watch a video and get up and leave, then the video has no point. Okay, so if you are selling the face wash, you can go like, okay, comment for face wash and we'll send you a link to buy the face wash, or check out a face wash by clicking on the shop now button. So all of these will help the brand actually make some sales. All right, if you watch my shorts where I drop tips and tricks every single day, you can see me saying subscribe for more such tips, or as always, subscribe for more and buy. And that is because I want you to subscribe, because right now my channel is a small channel and I need more subscribers. So, of course, that is my main goal right now. With this, the framework is done. We're going to move on to the next part of the video where I explain this concept again to you using an Indian ad. Okay, so let's talk about KitKat. Okay, it has iconic ads. We all know whenever there is a break, you need to go for KitKat. And so let's talk about it. KitKat, the recent ad with Ayushmann Khurrana. Okay, it's showing Ayushmann who wants to have his break, but then everyone keeps harassing him, interfering his break, keeps asking him questions, and then he breaks a KitKat, and suddenly he's in this world alone and he's enjoying his break. And then you see KitKat and its iconic line. Now we're going to break it down. You see the hook. The hook is basically Ayushmann Khurrana. They hired a celebrity so that you see a celebrity and you're like, whoa, what is he doing? And so the second part, which is the problem. The problem, they deal with the problem of Ayushmann Khurrana being badgered throughout his break by everyone else and he cannot enjoy a break, right? Then in the third part of the video, which is your product, you see Ayushmann Khurrana breaking a KitKat. You see different shots of KitKat being filmed. And then fourth part of the video, which is the benefits, is everyone goes away and Ayushmann is finally chilling in his break, having his peace and his KitKat. And then in the fifth part is a CTA. You see the iconic brand tagline of KitKat, and then the video ends. So the next time when you are on break, KitKat is going to be in your mind. You're going to be like, oh, if I want to chill, I want to have a KitKat. Alright, so now that we have reached the end of the video, I am going to give you a small little homework. And don't worry, it's not going to be anything difficult. I just want you to start noticing this pattern, okay? Because you know how they say, if you want to save money, you start by tracking your money. So if you want to write a good UGC script, I want you to first consume good UGC script. So the next time you're scrolling and whatever makes you stop your scroll, you immediately think, what was the hook? All I want you to do is write down 5 hooks. 5 hooks. You can come back here in the comment section, you can write it down, you can go open your notepad, you can write it in your notes app, wherever. All I want you to do is go ahead and notice what exactly made you stop scrolling. Okay, because this is the first part. This is where everyone struggles. You know, sometimes I want to write a script and I'm sitting down there and I cannot figure out a hook, what to write. So I want you to go ahead and do some research. You know, just think before you stop scrolling and notice what made you stop the scroll and just write it down. And once you write these hooks down, you will have some idea on what is making you stop your scroll. Okay, what exactly caught your attention, and then you can even elaborate it and figure out what kind of hook is it. Is it relatable hook? Is it a question hook? Did it shock you? Is it something of a controversial hook? Maybe they say something controversial. Maybe they say fire and water can be together, or something. You know, something that is out of your normal routine. So figure that out. Was it a graphical hook? Maybe something jumped on the screen. You know, where the hooks where the creator jumps on from on top, or they throw something. You know, those kinds of hooks. So all I want you to do is notice all of that and come back and say how much that helped you to start writing your scripts actually, because that is where your procrastination mainly takes over and I don't want you to suffer from that. And if you need more help in writing your UGC script or understanding how to create your UGC portfolio, you can watch my next video, which I will link in my description box below. on how you can make your UGC portfolio and start reaching out to more brands. If you want more step-by-step help and understanding of how UGC works and how you can get yourself paid brand deals, you can check out my UGC course. It is linked in my bio, and it is also going to be linked in the description for you. And with that, my video is done. I hope you found this video helpful and it helps you write a killer UGC script. As always, subscribe for more, and bye.